All right, guys, we are live. Hey, everybody. Welcome
Oh,
to the next community meeting for June. So today's meeting will probably be, I would say, I don't know if it'll be as long. There's not, like too much that needs to be talked about. Because you guys pretty much know the basics of how we're doing updates and with Kenshin Chaos and all that stuff. But the very exciting thing is, what was like last week or the week before that, the episode came out. So it was, yeah, I think it was about two weeks, I think
like
maybe.
about like 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's really exciting. So that released Kudajira versus Ultraman. Awesome. Episode 5. It's out. You guys can watch it right now if you haven't. Goji Rex 28 is in the house. What is up? Godzilla Reader is here. Okay, so now we're starting to get some people in. So yeah, we'll wait a bit, give 'em about like 5 minutes, let some people come in, and then we'll get into all the nitty gritty here. So, all right, let's see. So, Godzilla Curious here. Hey, Christian B's here. What's up, guys? What is up? Like always, let us know if audio is coming out clear. If you guys can hear us.
Yeah.
Yeah, Godzilla Cure, you actually haven't been here. Yeah, because you haven't been to the meetings in a long time. So cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad you can make it. Reptile 7876 is here. Yo, what is up? All right, good. Getting a lot of people already. I love it. I love to see it. All right. Yeah, so we'll give a couple more minutes. Let people start filing in, and then we should be good to go. Yeah, just let us know if audio is coming out clear. If we need to change anything. Yeah, other than that, we are set.
So what's new, Chris? How's it going?
Oh goodness, things are going. I have been a busy little bee, that is for sure. Um, yeah, Goji Rex, that Earth or the Save the Earth Melee showcase was good. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Uh,
I mean, I still need to get. You know what? I'm gonna do that right
yeah. No, it's awesome.
now. I'm
Yeah.
gonna do that right now, actually.
Let's see. Kazoku, I usually have work when you guys schedule these meetings, but finally the stars have aligned. Yes. I know. We know that obviously that's just how it goes.
Yeah.
Sometimes with scheduling. The main thing is that the schedules have to work for us first so that we can even set these up for you guys. So yeah, that's kind of that deal, unfortunately. But no, we're glad you can make it now. But like we've always said, for the people who can't show up during it, it's archived and you guys can watch it, rewatch it, and all that stuff. I will try to do my best. I know sometimes I forget, but I'll try to do my best to put those little chapter sections in the YouTube video so that you guys can skip to different timestamps or whatever. So, Christian B, I haven't been around on Chris's channel or this one. I'm back now though. Well, good. Good to see you're back. Go check out Kenshin Chaos. The new episode came out.
Yes.
So,
Do it.
Godzilla Reader, Kenshin
Do
Chaos
it.
Breakdown is ready. Oh yeah, we saw that. I saw the. I don't know. Did you see the trailer that Godzilla Reader's doing? He's doing like another like a little
Yeah,
breakdown
yeah.
thing. Yeah, they're going through like the whole
That's
history.
cool.
I'm super excited about it. I've been so jazzed about those videos because it's just so awesome to see someone doing like in-depth analysis of a character that we made. I just think that that's so cool. So that's awesome. Um, okay, Goji Rex 28 says that he can't hear Nico.
Why?
I can hear him. I don't
Why
know.
can you not hear me?
Can you guys not hear
Why
Nico?
can you not hear me?
I'm pretty sure. Here, let me
Yeah,
see if I.
you guys just
Can't hear
gaslighting me or something? That's what's going on.
Okay, I can hear Nico on the playback too, so I'm not really sure why that would be an issue. Let me see if I.
It's just I think he's gaslighting me.
Here, let me.
He's trying to get me riled up.
I can try to bring up your volume
I
maybe
am
see if that'll work
hopped
something.
up. I'm hopped up on water.
Water, yes. All right. Yeah, he should. Yeah, you guys should be able to hear him. I don't know why. Yeah, because I looked at the playback and it was also saying that that I could hear him too. So I don't know, but awesome. Okay, I think let's give about one more minute. We'll see. Whoa, that is a interesting background there. Where what kind of location
Oh, I
are you?
didn't even change it. Oh. There we go. You can change video backgrounds for.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. Let's see, Goji Rex 28. I can only hear a little bit of him. I can hear him a little bit. I don't know, Nico. That's weird because your volume is at normal, so I don't know why people are saying you're like, do you need to like raise your volume or something? But it's weird because I can hear you fine.
You might wanna take your earbuds off really quick. I'm going to scrape in the mic.
Oh
See if you can
God.
hear me then.
I
I'm
probably.
telling you, you better hold on. Like my earbud is like about to blow up too. Okay,
Oh shit. I'm a little worried about this.
my earbud's off.
I didn't hear you scream. I think you were lying.
I didn't.
Okay,
I want to hear that came up.
see, guys, look here, you can hear him. So I don't know. I think it's something with your guys' audio, so something like that. Okay. Yeah, we're about 5 minutes in, so let's begin this meeting. The meeting has started. Okay. All right. So yeah, June 27th community meeting. It actually has been quite I think a little bit more than a month since we did our last community meeting. That's just weird timing and all that stuff. But we wanted to wait for this one till after episode 5 release so that we actually had something to talk about. And then just answer any questions about episode 5 and all that kind of stuff. We do kind of have a general idea, obviously, from the reaction of the episode. We do have an idea of how, people think of it. A lot of it is positive. I'd say episode 5 was a success. And, obviously there are some minor, small criticisms, but that's fine. We'll address them here. And we'll just talk to you guys about, how the progress is going on episode 6. It's so good to be able to say that already, like episode 6 now is up. So not up yet, not uploaded, but episode 6 is on the docket now in the project line. So yeah, but first I also want to mention a little small announcement that I literally just talked with Nico about. So we before we did our big comeback thing, we deleted a couple videos that were on the backlog that weren't really relevant style videos, like the Kenshin plays. There was like a April Fool's video, stuff like that. What we wanted to do is we actually wanted to kind of bring those videos back, but put them in like an unlisted playlist. For those of you who do, I don't know if there are any of you here, but if you do miss the Kenshin plays or whatever, we're gonna put them in like its own little unlisted playlist, so you won't really see them on. You won't see them on our video stuff, but they'll be in a playlist. So we'll release like some kind of link or whatever that'll show them. So I'll work on trying to get all the past like community meetings, because there were also some other people that wanted to see like the older community meetings, like the older, like from a year ago or something like that. So we'll get that up for you guys, and then we'll put them in like its own little separate playlist and all that stuff. So that's a small little announcement there. I think that's really it for there. Doing okay there, Nico?
Oh, were you seeing me test my mic?
Yeah, you're like, whoa.
Yeah. So, all right. So, I was watching the playback, and I am actually kind of quiet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So maybe you just need to raise your volume or something. Is that
I mean, we can try.
on your end? Like, is there a way to?
Is this better? The gain is all the way up now.
Yeah, I mean, I can hear you fine. I think. Yeah.
Okay.
I think you sound fine. Here, maybe here I'll bring, maybe I can bring up my desktop audio a little bit more, and that should be fine. So
yeah,
that should be, yeah.
Okay.
I think we're good unless said otherwise. Okay, yeah, let's get into it. Episode 5 of Kenshin Chaos is out. Kudajira has fought Ultraman, and it's doing great. We want to thank you guys for the tremendous support with episode 5, with the amount of people that were just right there day one. In under 24 hours, we got it was about 2,000 views in that span, which was amazing. And then also just the amount of reactions in the comments section below, and we just want to thank you guys so much for the support. It's just cool because this video, or like this episode, is like the beginning of what me and Nico actually were trying to accomplish. So like this is the start of the new era, of Kenshin Studios, at least for this little bit. So we're just really appreciative of your guys' support with it. I personally think that the episode was amazing. I love it. I know that there are some elephants in the room that we will discuss about it, but I think at the end of the day it was majorly successful. I am super proud of it. I'm super proud of the team. I want to thank hey, Acno Goji's in the chat. What's up, man? You didn't actually miss much. We just now started talking about episode 5, so you're good. But yeah, I want to thank the team so much for just the amount of consistent productivity that we were able to get from. I mean, Nico and I finished the script pretty quick for it, and then we sent it down to Brandon, and he just finished those storyboards super quick, and it was just super cool to see that. And then Vinny just doing the music, which was awesome. And I know that Vinny actually had a challenge with this one because he never did anything that was like Ultraman related in terms of music wise. So this was something different for him, which was awesome to see. And I think that he just blew it out of the water, mixing Ultraman theme with then the Chaos style theme that he's been doing, and then just kind of melding the two. It was awesome. And then of course I want to thank Ultimo for the animation, just making it so cool and having this Showa-esque feel to it. I think was really awesome to see. It was a majorly different toned video, like a style tone kind of video compared to the last episodes, especially episode 4, which we'll talk about. And it's just, yeah, I love how it was a little bit more comedic, and a lot of the elements of episode 5 were because of Ultimo and not really from Nico and I with the script. The script was actually way different, and we'll talk about that too later. But yeah, Ultimo just hit it out of the park. And then I also want to give a little bit of an extra thanks to Ultimo, because I originally was going to be doing the sound editing for the video, but as I was working on it, I just felt for some reason I was struggling with it a little bit. And so we asked Ultimo if he would actually want to come in and do the sound editing for it as well. And it was funny because he actually said that I was actually going to ask to do that anyway. So I was like, oh, cool, sweet. So Ultimo just came in and did the sound editing as well, which lifted a huge load off my shoulders as well. So that was great. And honestly, his audio is probably better than mine because he has like a crap ton of Showa-esque like sounds in his library. I don't really have that, so it's good. So so just big thanks to the team for all the hard work, and that we're just going to continue to plug on through when it comes to the next few episodes. So okay, so let's talk about, we'll get more in depth about episode 5. So okay, Godzilla Reader, I see that. Still not a fan of the cheesy parts. So let's talk about a little bit of I guess the beginning parts of episode 5, like the production for it. So we did discuss in I think it was the community meeting where we talked about the announcement of the animators, and we said, okay, Ultimo and Asusa are signed on to do these episodes, and the fact that we don't have Methlo Kaiju coming in to do the episodes that he did with the episode 4. Now, so we're just going to go over it quickly because I have already talked about it many times before, so I'm not going to beat a dead horse here, but real quick, we just couldn't get Methlo to come back because of scheduling issues. It just wouldn't work. After we got the money from the Kickstarter, we didn't want to just sit on it. We wanted to already start using it. If we went with Methlo, unfortunately, it would have just been a whole nother year before any type of production work would have been started. So there's no bad blood. We're still good friends with Methlo. I mean, there's no ill will at all. It was just business and just saying, hey, Methlo, we showed him the contract. We showed him what kind of timeline we were working with. We showed him, here's what we want to do with this. And, he said that he was fine with it, but he just had other projects he wanted to get to first. And so we just decided, the timing just isn't going to work right. It would have been way too long, because we wanted to kind of keep the momentum going. Like, the Kickstarter was a success, and it just would have been kind of a flat note if all of a sudden, okay, yeah, we made the money, now we have to wait a whole year until we can actually get started. Like, that's not what we wanted to do. So we didn't want to hang on to the money and just sit on it. We wanted to actually start using it. And that's why we came into contact with Ultimo and Asusa to help us with the animation. So we are very much aware that the animation difference is there, and we know that there's not consistency with that. But episode 4, when it came to Kenshin Chaos with Kujir and Gigan, that episode itself was just I look at episode 4 as its own beast, really. I mean, like, the first 3 episodes also including the April Fool's one with Redman. You know, that was at a way different time mindset with the studio, where I mean I wasn't even a part of it at that point with episode 1 and 2, you know. So like it was such a different time where Sean was still here. He was doing the bulk of the animation, and you know, everyone was still doing things for free. Like no one was getting paid at that point. So, you know, then we, you know, cut ahead to you know, where we like, okay, cool, episode 3 came out, Biolante was done, awesome, and now, okay, here's the next one. Oh shit, Sean needs some help. Okay, let's try to get some more people in. So we got Red Ox and Showery Dragoon, and then that didn't really work as well as we thought it would, because it obviously, clearly, it was like about a year-long wait. And so then Nico and I made the big business model change up and restructuring of the whole studio. And then we're like, okay, we need to get some people. And Sean had to leave. And then Showery Dragoon and Red Ox had to leave. So we were left with no animators. And then all of a sudden we're like, okay, crap. And then we had this huge list of animators, people that we knew and people that we knew about in the community in terms of Godzilla animators. And we just asked a bunch of people. And remember, at this point, we didn't have money. We were still $0. And so we were asking these people like, hey, you know, would you help us finish episode 4? It wasn't even, hey, help us finish season 1. It was literally just, we just need to get episode 4 done. Like at this point, we don't even care. Like we just wanted episode 4 to be finished. And what's funny is that the first person we asked to do episode 4 was Ultimo. We did, because we knew him. We've worked with him before. We trust him as a partner to work with. And you know, unfortunately with Ultimo, since he was doing paid commissions, he said, okay, yeah, I can do this, but here's the price. And we're like, ooh, we don't have the money, so we can't really do that. So we had to decline Ultimo's offer on that. So Ultimo would have done episode 4, honestly, if it wasn't for the money thing. So that happened. And then we even asked, and then we asked Asusa. It was the same thing. Asusa had a price and we couldn't do that. So then after those two, we just went down this huge list and we just asked and just one after another. It was either too much money or they weren't available. I remember we even asked Vrano, and he said that he wasn't available to do it. So we went through all these people, and then Methlo was no disrespect to him, but Methlo was the last one on the list. And so we're like, okay, I've seen some of his videos. I kind of knew his name around the community, but this was the first time that Nico and I ever contacted him. So we contacted him, asked him, hey, do you want to do this? He wasn't really sure, but then Nico came in and asked him on Instagram, and like, hey, he delved a little bit more information about it, and then he said he was on board. And he said that he was fine doing it for free, and he did it, and it was great. Now, we were able to pay him a little bit of money for it. It came out of my own pocket, but that's fine. I just wanted episode 4 to get done. And so episode 4 was there, and at that point, there was no talks of Methlo doing episode 5 through 10 after that. It was literally just to do episode 4. Because in the meantime, Nico and I were working on this huge new Kickstarter, big business remodel, whatever. So then with the Kickstarter, I got a little bit too excited about it, and I was promoting it in a way where I was like, hey, just imagine Methlo's animation doing episode 5 through 10. Like, it's great, right? Yeah. And then all of a sudden, Methlo had to come in and tell me, hold on, I didn't agree to anything. Back up the train, like, please make a statement or something. So that's why I had to make a statement saying, Methlo's not, like, here's your expectations. Methlo might not be doing the other ones, because I was incorrect about that. Because he had these other projects that he needed to do. So then we got the contracts ready and all that stuff when the Kickstarter was ready to go, and it was successful. So like, okay, cool, let's go to, Vinny, Brandon, we talked to them, they were good, they signed it, perfect. So we're like, okay, we need to find the animator. We went to Methlo, we talked to him about the thing, and then you guys know, scheduling didn't work out, and that's how it was. So then we were like, well, we actually have the money now, so let's go back to Ultimo and Asusa. We asked them, they said they were on board, boom, here we are. So it was a decision of, we either wait a whole year and then have all the hype die down, and then you guys feel a little ripped off of the people who did the Kickstarter for just having your money sit there for a year and have nothing, or we just do it and have some pretty cool battles come out of it. Like that's really what it is, Yeah. So I'm, to me personally, I mean, I think Ultimo's animation is great for this, for what it is. I mean, I like the expectation that I want you guys to remember too with this is that, you know, this is not a, it's not like a full movie production or anything like that. Like this is just a simple 3-minute video web series of monsters fighting each other like that. Like
Yeah.
it's not supposed to be a cinematic movie. Like even there's even Wrath of the Hybrid was, even though like that still had some cinematic moments that were better quality than what Kenshin Chaos is, but that's because Wrath of the Hybrid was like a film. It's like when you look at like a film compared to a TV show, there are obviously some differences in quality wise. But the only thing we ask is that when it does come to Ultimo doing this hard work for us and Asusa doing the hard work for us, like just be respectful with how you guys do the criticism, and basically 99% of you guys were. There was one guy who I had to delete the comment who was just being a complete jackass about the comments. But in terms of everyone else, you guys have been very good on the critiquing. Like a lot of you guys are saying that you don't particularly like the cheesy parts, or you thought that the animation difference was a bit jarring. That's perfectly fine. As long as you guys are respectful to the animators, that's you know, it's fine. Don't feel like, oh, if I say something negative, I'm gonna hurt their feelings. Like no, that's fine. Just be respectful to the people that are providing this content for you for free. Like that's, you know, that's literally what it is too. So let's see. Entertainment Corner. Hey man, yes, there will be behind the scenes stuff for you today. I just haven't gotten to it yet. I will be emailing all the backers today. I just wanted this to come out first and then do the big updates, the weekly updates. Yes, I know that the weekly update didn't come out yet. Usually I do post them early in the mornings on Mondays. It's just today was weird. So I just wanted to get this done, and then I'll be uploading all the people. So don't worry, you guys will be yeah, you'll be good. No, Goji Rex, I deleted the comment because the thread was getting it was just getting ridiculous. Because my rule of thumb is that I'm okay with criticism. If someone doesn't like something that, you know, I've done or that we've done or whatever, that's fine. I don't like, okay, everyone doesn't have to like the same thing, but it's when you're being a dick about it. Like if you're doing like a complete unprofessional criticism where you're just like slandering the person behind the scenes or whatever, then I don't take it seriously, because then I think you're just being a troll. That's all it is. And I don't want to see that in the comments, because then it just becomes a flame war and then other people start attacking, and I don't care for that. Yeah. So that's why. But for the most part, every other comment has stayed up because you guys have been respectful about it. So, but we get it. We know that there's an animation difference. To be honest, like I said, episode 4 is just a beast of its own. I would really look at episode 4 as its own thing in a way, even though it's still part of the series. I would still look at it as kind of this different thing. But episode 5, it does match better with episodes 1 through 3 though, because it is on Source Filmmaker. Like Kudajira looks the same. Now, obviously, we'll get to another elephant in the room that a lot of people are, you know, now really starting to see. But we'll get to that. So, anyways, that's just the situation that it is. That's just what it is. This is where we're going forward with the series. We you know, obviously, like I said, we can't do Methlo again until the future. Like we do hope to have him back for a potential season 2 or some other project. But for right now, this is what we're going. Ultimo and Asusa are signed on, and that's what they're doing. They're going to be doing episodes 5 through 10 for us, and we hope that you guys enjoy it. So, which, like I said, 98% of you guys have really enjoyed it. So, and also I mean, I know that a lot of you too have said, even though the animation wasn't that, like, you didn't really want that to be, you wanted it to be similar to what Methlo did, but you still enjoyed the fight. So like that's cool. That's fine as well. You know, we that's cool. As long as the fight's entertaining, I think we won. Like, I think we did good. Like I look at that as a success. So, yeah, but, so that's basically episode 5 behind the scenes in terms of, you know, that kind of situation. But a lot of the, funny elements, a lot of the, you know, more lighthearted cheesiness, that was Ultimo. And the reason that Ultimo wanted to do that, even when we were writing the script, I mean, it you know, Nico and I wrote the script. We have a very neutral way that the scripts were written out, where the episodes don't necessarily have a certain tone to them. Literally, it's just we want monsters fighting each other. So that's kind of what it is. Yeah. It's really up to the animators that determine the tone. I mean, like, even episodes 1 through 3, when Sean was doing those, had its own tone, which I would say was way anime-ish. That was because Sean was really good at he had a lot of anime inspiration. So like, his stuff had like the mood lighting, and also I think it was because it was at night too that kind of helped the lighting differences as well. But then when it came to Methlo's style with episode 4, Methlo has a complete cinematic monsterverse style. I really look at his style as big. The camera angles are at the like Gareth Edwards kind of like cinematography mindset, I would say. Very small slow moving and all that stuff like that. That's kind of and very dark and moody atmospheres, I think, is his forte. Like if you look at his other videos, like if you go on his channel and you see the other videos he's done, a lot of them are at night with rain and all these like smoke particle effects going on. So that's just kind of his style. So episode 4 was no doubt going to have a more darker cinematic tone to it. And then you go to episode 5 and it's like, whoa, bright, colorful, kind of cheery. But that's Ultraman. I mean, if you think about it, like it made sense. Like Ultimo, thank God we had Ultimo do this episode, because Nico and I are not knowledgeable with Ultraman. We really aren't. Like we wrote the script as best we could, but like we still didn't really, we were like, okay, I mean, we read up on Ultraman, of course, to look at like different powers and situations, but I mean, that was kind of it. Ultimo came up with a lot of the fun ideas that he had. The first thing obviously was like like every time Kutajiro would get punched or kicked in the gut, like, his eyes would bug out, like that. That's just funny to me, and I think the other reason why too is because a lot of the criticisms from the last few episodes that Nico and I have wanted to address in these future episodes is making Kutajiro a little less overpowered. And so I think exactly. And so I think that having this episode be the start of Kutajiro having more of a challenge, I think was perfect, because you got to see Kutajiro be like, it was just kind of a, he was out of his element, I think with this episode, getting kicked around and all that stuff. But I still think that it worked for what it was. I also look at the fact that the series, and I've said it before, it's chaos. Like the series has no rhyme or reason for whatever happens in it. And I think I've noticed a lot of comments and some people, they and it's the same thing with Fantasy Battle, because I remember this back in the day. I don't know if you remember this, Nico, like in the comments back in the day with Fantasy Battle, but like everyone would try to put some scientific, factual, like, oh, if this monster really did this and then they did that, and the guys, first off, these are fictional characters. There's no science at all. There's no way you can, like, this isn't what's the show that I can't stand? Because I think it's this show's problem that made everyone think this way with fictional characters fighting each other. What was it? Death Battle from Screw Attack. I do not like Death Battle, because what they have done is that they have made it to where people need to debate about fictional characters fighting each other with like scientific stats. And it bothers me so much, because it doesn't matter how their stats are. It matters who the writers want to win. Like, you could have Godzilla versus Kong, and in the film, people could be like, oh, well, Godzilla would win because of X, Y, and Z. But then Kong could... Like, if the directors wanted Kong to win, they'd make Kong win. They would find some way for Kong to kick Godzilla's ass. Like, that's just how it is. You can't... anyway. So, with Kenshin Chaos, it is the epitome of just chaos, like, just fun, cheesy goodness, just monsters fighting each other. There's no science to it. There's no, like, backing evidence of, hey, these monsters, like, if Kutajiro did this, then he could somehow fuck them. No, like, it's, I mean, if you guys want to debate about it, and if you want to speculate and all that stuff, that's perfectly fine too. But that's not our intention. Our intention is just to make an entertaining 3-minute battle. Like, that's what it is. Yeah. So the other things in episode 5, I think it was the Ultraman shooting up that little signal that signaled other Ultramen to come down to help him when his color timer was running out. That was Ultimo's idea. And then at the end, the whole ending part of the episode was completely different from what the script was. Yeah. The script, the original ending, was supposed to be as Ultraman was firing his Specium Ray at Kutajiro. Kutajiro's like walking towards him, and also he wasn't really going to absorb the beam and then like grow the way he did. That was another idea from Ultraman or Ultimo. And then he'd go back, but in the original script he just tanked it. He just kept on walking up towards Ultraman, and then his color timer would be almost out, and then Kutajira he would grab his color timer, smash it in his hands, and then rip it out from his chest, and then Ultraman would just fall to the ground, and then that would literally be it. That was it. But then Ultimo thought, well, I can put some fun references for the fans of Ultraman and make it more like an Ultraman episode. And so he basically copied he referenced the Zeton battle, where Zeton absorbed all of the attack from Ultraman, but then shot it back at him, and then that's what killed Ultraman. So that's basically what happened in the episode. And then the other Ultraman coming down to defend or to take Ultraman back home for like a funeral or something. That also was not in the script because two things. One, it would have been something where Nico and I would have been a little hesitant on having more Ultramen in that episode because it would have made things a little more complicated. But then at the same time, because Nico and I know where this series is ending and we know where we want to take it for a future season, it actually kind of fit perfectly. Like it set the groundwork for plot development going forward. So we actually decided to keep it because that actually made things interesting. And then also Kutajira tripping on a truck and then falling into the portal. That was Ultimo having some fun too. And Nico and I just thought that was freaking hilarious. So that's why we had that in there as well. And I think and also a lot of people think that the portal is controlled by Kutajira. That is not the case. The portal is being opened by something or someone. And you guys will find out in the finale of the season. So there is a point to the portals opening up, but Kutajira is not in control of opening those. He's very attracted to them. Like there's something, either it's like power or some kind of energy feeling, whatever, that he keeps on wanting to walk towards. So that's what that's about. So overall, episode 5 is, I say just take it as it is. It's exciting stuff. And it's just cool to see Kutajira fight, an Ultraman instead of like another, Godzilla monster. Yeah. That was pretty cool. So, and I think Ultimo also wanted to do things that respected Ultraman as a character a little bit more. We didn't want to do something where Kutajira would just like rip Ultraman's head off or something, that would be a little bit there. So, yeah. So that's that. I don't know, Nico, is there any other like things you have to say, words with episode 5, like what you thought and all that?
I really loved episode 5. I thought it matched everything, the way we envisioned it and then some. I just, the overall tone, the way, I've seen some Ultraman clips. I've never seen the actual show, but yeah. I thought it was really cool, and I'm really glad we had Ultraman doing the episode, actually. Ultraman Ultimo.
Yeah. So, and once again, guys, it's the thing with having Ultimo and Asusa come back to do animation for us is important because we want to work with people that are passionate about what we're doing, like what work we want them to do. We want them to be excited. We want them to have passion about it. So the thing is that Ultimo and Asusa, they're just both very excited to be working on this project, and it's not like Methlo wasn't. Methlo was very excited to work on it too, but we've just had in the past where we've worked with people and they just weren't there just wasn't energy there, and it just wasn't a fun experience. So, the process of getting episode 5 done was very enjoyable. Like it was not really stressful at all because all the people involved to bring you this episode was having fun. Like we all were having fun with it. So it was fantastic. So, so that's episode 5, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, if you didn't, that's fine. I mean, that's what it is. But we hope that then you'll enjoy the next few episodes because a lot of cool stuff is coming from there, and we'll get into that. So I don't think there's anything else to talk about in terms of episode 5. If you haven't watched it, definitely go give it a watch. We do take we love watching reaction videos, so if you haven't watched it and you made a reaction video, we'd love to see that. We love seeing reactions and all that good stuff. Evan Godzilla here in the chat, he did a reaction to it, so it was really good. I think Godzilla Reader also did a reaction as well. So yeah, so that's episode 5. It's good. It's out now. Go watch it. Yeah.
Yes, go watch it.
So. Okay, now talking about other stuff here. So how is production going right now currently with the other stuff? It's going very well. So Yeah, in terms of where we are, and this is something that I'll I'll put in the weekly update. But the storyboards are doing great. Brandon has actually, I think it was yesterday, right? Yeah,
Yesterday, yep.
yesterday finished storyboard for episode 8. So that's how far along we are with the storyboards, which is fantastic. So the storyboards are looking great. So Brandon just has 2 more storyboards to finish, and then he's all done with that. The music is sounding so good for episode 6, guys. By the ways, Vinny is pulling out all the stops when it comes to episode 6.
Yeah.
And for the backers, you guys will get your email that will have behind the scenes, and you'll be able to hear a little tidbit of episode 6's soundtrack. It is awesome. Like literally just the starting note is vastly different from anything Vinny has done before.
Let's do it.
It's awesome. So yeah, so once again, backers, you will be getting an email soon about that once I upload all the updates and things like that. Once again, I'm sorry that the weekly update didn't come out earlier today. It's just scheduling was weird. So but you guys will be getting it. So do not worry. So the next episode, episode 6, that is the current one that's being worked on. Now, Asusa is behind this one. So it is going to be yet again another animation style difference, okay? Don't be afraid. It's still going to be fun. It's still going to be exciting. I'm not going to say who it is, but I think it's obvious. Even I think the non-backers know who it is, because I really don't think it's that hard to figure it out. But I'm just not going to say it because it's fun. But the next episode is going to be awesome, guys. Asusa's animating it. He's not using MMV anymore. He's actually using Blender for his animation software now. So that's going to give you an idea of like the potential that he can do with this. So we're very excited about that. We did have a slight delay because he did have a bit of an injury with his hand, so he is getting better now. It didn't affect too much of like timeline wise. The most amount of damage it would have done is probably delay it by a few weeks, but that's really it. We're talking about weeks instead of a year, like episode 4 was. So he's fine. He's healing up now. His hand is better, and he's getting back to work with it. So we're really excited about that. The backers, you have seen a small tidbit of animation from what this episode is. It's very quick though. You can't really get a grasp, like a good idea of what it is, but just stay tuned for all the weekly stuff, and you'll eventually see some good stuff. So what I can tell you is Asusa says that he is still on track for a July release of episode 6. I can't confirm that for sure. I'm not going to say that it's going to come out in July. But if everything goes the way as schedule should and process and all that stuff, we should be getting the next episode in that time frame. Just don't know exactly when, but everything is looking great. But yeah, the soundtrack though for this episode, I feel like it's just going to kick ass. I think it's going to be one of the best things that Vinny's ever done. So very exciting stuff there. And then in terms of the other episodes after that, right now Ultimo is on a little bit of a break, so he's he deserves it. He's going on his little break, but then he will actually be right back animating next month as well. So which means that we'll have episode 6 and 7 being animated at the same time. So both of those are going to be in production at the same time, which is going to be awesome. So that's going to help speed up production as well, and we're going to be good. So if everything does go according to plan and there's no hitches along the way, which there most likely, because it is Kenshin Studios, we should have the whole series be finished by the end of the year. So that's where we're looking at in terms of timeline wise. So we're very excited about it. I think that's really it in terms of updates for you guys. I don't know, Nico, is there anything that I might be missing?
No, I think you covered it all.
Okay, so yeah, just that's pretty much it. So we'll put out a small little update about the in the weekly update that I'll be posting soon. We'll say we'll put a playlist for the unlisted stuff for some old Kenshin Studios vaulted stuff that will be unlisted. There is another thing that I think G-Fest is coming up. Obviously, Nico and I are not going. Well, I don't know, Nico. Are you still 50-50?
Probably not.
Not happening. Okay, it fell through. Okay, so Nico and I are not going to G-Fest this year, but there is there is something from the Kenshin Studios vault that I think would be perfect timing for a G-Fest thing. It's when we were at the Artist Alley. We actually
Yeah.
have that like small little. It's a small video. It's not like a big thing, but I think it'd be fun to just upload it during the G-Fest time as a
Yeah.
Kenshin Studios vault thing. That won't be unlisted because that's like a kind of newer-ish thingy, whatever. But in terms of the other stuff, we'll have that in its own little fun playlist. So there'll be a couple small things. We also do have the next podcast recorded and ready to go, so that will be coming out next month as well. And that's going to be exciting too. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna open up. Let's see, where are we at now? We're about 40 minutes. I think honestly, let's do the next 20 minutes. Let's finish this up in an hour. So let's do the next about 20-ish minutes for Q&A. If there's not a lot of questions, then I think we'll just wrap it up. Because that's really it, guys. I mean, we're working hard at Kenshin Studios. Things are going, things are moving. It's great. I mean, we're cooking. So, but yeah, if there are any questions, please ask them now, and then we will answer. But until let's so we'll give about 5, maybe a couple minutes to see some questions pop in. If not, I think we will wrap this up. Oh, here we go. Goji Rex 28. So did Kudajira fly in episode 4, or was that him jumping high? That was pretty much him just using electricity to propel him up. He doesn't actually fly. He's not a flying monster. He doesn't.
No.
Yeah, he can't fly. But he just like propelled him up. Once again, that was a Methlo idea. I don't think that was in the script. But the script for episode 4 was radically changed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. All right. Let's give about a couple more minutes for another question to pop in. If not, that will be that. Godzilla Reader, what do you guys expect for the Kenshin Chaos breakdown? I don't know. I'm excited just to see it. So is it out now? Like, did you upload the video, or is it like something that's coming soon?
I think he's talking about like the last 2 videos they made.
Oh, was it those? Okay.
Or
I mean,
maybe not. Maybe not.
well, because they
Kenshin Chaos break. Okay.
Yeah, because they
never mind.
posted a
They did the
trailer.
background of Kudajira. They did like the backstory stuff. Okay,
Yeah.
Kenshin Chaos breakdown.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm excited about that.
Ooh.
I'm excited to see like what things that you guys will try to guess.
Yeah.
Or
I wonder about some hypotheses.
Yeah, some analysis
something
questions
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm gonna excite you guys a little bit. I hope that you guys are ready for like the finale.
No.
Ooh.
We'll tell you guys that right now. Kenshin Chaos season finale is you guys will not predict what will happen. I guarantee it. I guarantee you will not predict what will happen in that episode. You think you might, but you won't. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Godzilla Kiryu, is there any future projects you'd want to do in the future years, like hosting something like the Love, Death, Robots anthology on Netflix, but with kaiju stuff? Yeah. So this is a really good question, actually. So the future of Kenshin Studios, like right now we're just knee deep in Kenshin Chaos, finishing that. That is like our main MO right now. We aren't really thinking of future stuff afterwards. But of course, I mean, Nico and I, there's this story that it's kind of on the back burner at the moment, but there is a written story that we want to write that kind of, I guess I would say, gives the official canon of Kudajira. Like, you guys are wanting the stats. You want, like, what are his powers? How tall is he? What's this and what's that? This story is going to actually be the one that's going to be, yes, this is not the fan-related Godzilla thing, whatever. This is Kudajira and other characters, canon story. The story that Nico and I think, have wanted to tell for like a long time, like a very like all original stuff.
We've had this specific story. We had the big idea for it for almost 3 years now.
Yeah.
And and just this year we've decided like, yeah, we're gonna make this a reality. We are going to do this. So
And what's really
it's
cool
exciting.
is Nico is the main guy behind the story, really. So I mean, it's kind of cool. It's like one of the things like back in the day where Nico was like the brainchild, and I'm coming in to help him a little bit. But like, it. I've read the plot diagram that he's had for it, and I'm super stoked for it. Like, it sounds awesome. Like, I think what makes me excited about it is it's a kaiju story that I don't think it's unique for a kaiju. Like, it's unique for the kaiju genre. I think like it's something that it's not just ooh big monster go into city destroy buildings. Like there's a lot going into it and going on with
Yeah.
it, and that a lot of stuff that will set up our own little universe that we want to do. So I'm very excited about it. But in terms of other stuff, I mean, yeah, I would still love to eventually one day do Gabber's Bad Day animated. I was super sad that that had to be put on ice, but I would still love to really see that. In terms of Fantasy Battle, that series is kind of in question because of potentially what Nico and I are wanting to do in the future as well. So I can't really say much on that at the moment. And I would still love to do the Godzilla Atari Pipeworks animated series. I think that would be fun still, unless someone else does it before us, which most likely will probably happen because now we've said it, and so now someone will do it before us. But yeah, no, I mean, like Love, Death and Robots is actually a really cool show on Netflix. I don't know, have you seen that, Nico? Have you seen that show?
I have not seen
It's
that,
really
but
good. It's like a
is
really
it?
cool anthology series. Like each episode is done by a different animator, different story, different things, which is kind of what Kenshin Chaos is. It's not an anthology series, but each episode is done by
Mhm.
like a different animator, if that makes sense. But that's yeah. So Goji Rex 28, that Mecha Kutajira art on Discord was awesome. Yeah, that
Yeah, that was an interesting take.
yeah, I really liked that image. That was really cool. So, let's see. Godzilla Reader. Well, apart from analyzing the history, we will try to figure out the timeline of the series and find out which opponents can defeat Kutajira. Also, Spyro will be joining us on a video. Awesome. All right. Well, that's really cool. So,
Timeline.
but
That's
like,
okay. That's
but yeah, I don't
interesting.
know. Like, is it done? Like, is the first part of it out, or is it still that trailer? I don't know. I have to look at the I have to look at your channel and see if it is out or not. I don't know. Let's see. I'm curious. No, it's just the trailer right now. Okay, so you haven't released it yet. So let us know when it does come out, and we'll definitely give it a look. Maybe, hey, maybe we'll do a reaction of our own. That could be
Yeah.
fun. So there
Well,
we
that's an
go.
idea.
We can do a reaction of it and post it on the channel. That could be
Hmm.
fun. So, yeah, that's an idea. So all right. Yeah, any more questions? Any mo? Any mo? Yeah, I'm really excited about that breakdown though. Just to see
I'm interested.
what you guys come up with. It kind of makes me wish that we would have done a reaction video for those other two parts.
Yeah.
That would have been good. But
Mhm.
I think we should. I think we should do one there. Hey, the Neos Gamer guy. That's the guy who's helping or who's with Godzilla Raider doing the breakdowns, the analysis videos.
Oh, what's up?
Yeah. Hey man. What
What's
is up?
good?
It's cool because
Hi,
like
Neos Gamer. It's me. I'm Nico.
yeah.
I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I am Nico.
you you are. You are the one and only Nico.
I'm the only one
The only
on this earth
the only Nico
with that
Molnar.
name.
No one else. The plutonium 2356.
Man.
The other 2355 don't exist. It's just you.
Yeah. Mhm. That sounds about right. Yeah.
Now we're yeah, things are good, guys. Things are good at Kenshin Studios right now. It's exciting stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah, things are good. Things are going well. All right, we'll give it about 50 minutes here. So we're about 48 minutes. So the next 2 minutes, if no other questions, that's a wrap.
And no, Goji Rex, Kujiro will not grow wings.
No, no.
If he drank a Red Bull, it would not happen.
Yeah. I mean, if he drank a Red Bull, he'd probably just explode the whole world or something. Go Direct 28. I made that Kudajiro meme about the cat claws because, like, oh yeah, I know. I've been liking those memes. The where Kudajiro gets kicked by Ultraman and then his eyes are like, "Eh," and then they post like some kind of
Yeah.
my face when my cat scratches me or something. Yeah, it's fantastic. I love it.
Oh,
Oh, all right.
that's fine.
I
We're good.
think we're good. Oh, here, let's see. Hold on. Neil's Gamer, how are you guys doing? Oh, again, sorry about that mistake on the picture of a Nico list. That's my bad.
Listen, man.
We should make it a meme
Listen,
at this point.
Listen, man. Listen. Neo's Gamer, I will never forgive you. But no, it's all good, man. It's
Yeah.
all good, you know.
We'll make a meme out of it. It's good. Yeah. At least you
That's
guys,
all good.
at least you addressed it in the second part, so it makes it all good.
Yeah. But I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Yeah.
I can't speak for Chris.
I'm
I assume
doing
he's doing perfect, but
I'm doing fantastic. Everything, it's good. Yeah. All right, Gabe Del Toro here for the last question. Will you guys ever go into the science of Kudachiro like how Godzilla 2000 went into the science of Godzilla? I don't know if it would be that in depth.
yeah.
Because really in Godzilla 2000 there was also a bunch of science mumbo jumbo too. I mean, it wasn't like
You're telling me the G cells aren't real?
no, they're not real, man. Can you believe it?
No.
Yeah, they're not real. And
I
now
can't believe it,
isn't that
man.
unfortunate? It's
I
so
can't.
sad. It's so sad. All right, guys. I think we're good. I think we're gonna end it here. Yeah, unless another comment comes in before I'm done, but I'm pretty sure we're good. So yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right, guys. That's it for this community meeting. We're done here. Stay tuned for the more updates. We are going to be okay, see Godzilla Raider. I'd love to see guys make a reaction video. Yeah, we will. Okay, here, Godzilla Raider will do that. You send us the link. Nico and I will do a reaction of it, put it on the channel. There we go. Boom. All right. Yeah, we're just stay tuned to the updates, the weekly updates that I've been putting out for you guys. Like I said, I'm going to be putting the weekly update for this week now after this is over. And then the backers, you will be getting your BTS emails as well. So we'll be excited for that. And I think that is it. And like I said, if you haven't seen episode 5, go check out episode 5. It's awesome. If you have podcast stuff will be coming out soon as well next month. And hopefully episode 6 will be coming out as well next month. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for updates. And that's pretty much it from us. Nico, do you have any last statements?
I do not.
Okay. All right, guys, that will do it for this community meeting. This one will be public, while the last community meeting will be put in an unlisted playlist. Go check that out if you want to see past stuff. We're also going to be uploading more older stuff into an unlisted playlist, like I said before. And that'll be it. Okay, guys, we will see you later.
Later.